Let's have a conversation about balance. Good men, brothers. I had a 5 hour conversation with a brother today. It's always a good conversation. It's not, well, some of it's a little silly stuff, but most of it's intellectual. And I always learn from this brother. And we have a good relationship. We've talked to each other for years. And he's getting older, uh, getting towards 40, which I'm 50. And balance is very rarely achieved by anyone on this earth, or I should say, any man on this earth, because a woman never can. Too emotional. Most men are too. You get to a point and place in your life where you know that life is pretty much bullshit and nothing but a lie. It's this, that, and another put on us, and got to do this, got to do that. And you ain't a man if you don't, which we all know is utter bullshit, that we're just disposable and expected to keep society on our backs and keep society running, because very few of the other sex does any of the jobs to keep society going. Yet they scream and yell about, they don't need no man. And that's been disproven so many times. That's all need to be said about that. But to really get balance or inner peace, you've got to accept yourself for who you are. You've got to see your strengths, see your weaknesses, and not focus on your weaknesses as the primary thing. You need to focus on your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and work on your weaknesses to make them strengths. And to recognize that your weaknesses is your weaknesses, so you don't let them bring you down. I like to think, and this is just my opinion, how I see things, that as a man grows older, grows wiser, and learns that in his final moments or final days, that he comes to an understanding that I messed up, I made bad decisions, but at least as time went on, I learned from them, and I didn't make them over, and I wasn't a horrible man, that I was a good man, honest man, fair man, and that he accepts that his life is over. I know this is a little bit dark, but I like to hope and I believe that in my final days, this will be me. Yeah, I've messed up plenty in my life, and I continue to mess up, but instead of 3, 4, 10 times learning a lesson, generally takes once now, and I adjust accordingly. That I have my emotions in check, and I have my biology in check. And I don't beat myself up for making a mistake. I just see it as a learning opportunity. And the major mistakes that I used to make, I haven't made in a long time. Now, I ain't vain enough or pompous enough to say I won't make them again, but I think I won't. But nobody knows the future. We all strive for balance in our lives and understanding and forgiveness of ourselves. I don't care if I'm forgiven by anybody out here because I don't care. They have no bearing on my life. I'm the one. I strive to be better. And I know I have a conscience. And I know that I know right from wrong. And when I do something wrong and make a mistake and have bad judgment, or most of the time bad judgment comes from slipping into emotions, I learn from it and I do my best not to repeat it. Uh, what do you think, brothers? I'd love to hear from you.